3 litre, and this means that you'll get a plant that's about 2 or 3 years old. Lovely and healthy, but if you want something immediate, maximum impact, real big wow factor, or if you've got a brand new garden or a new border and you want to give it some sort of body, something really big, rather than just having the whole bed with little tiny things in it, then these specimen shrubs are really perfect. They come in 12 litre pots, and as you can see, you get a lot of bang for your buck. These two here are the hydrangea paniculatas. This one's vanille fraise with a very soft sort of pinky tone to the flower, and this one's pinky winky with sort of more open flower head, and initially the flowers are sort of a creamy white, but then they sort of turn over the summer to this darker pink. Now, paniculata hydrangeas are one of the best for areas under trees, dry shade. There's lots of other hydrangeas, and again we do some of those in big sizes as well, including Annabelle, which has got the ginormous white puffy flower heads, which is really impressive too. Love these, and where are we? We're mid-October now and they're still looking incredible. So these are really good for summer flowers. This Weigela is still looking really good. As you can see, the newer foliage emerges with this sort of pinky flush, which is very pretty, and even when fully developed, you know, the leaves, the foliage is a very pretty colour, and it also, earlier in the summer, it gets really generous clusters of pink flowers, so again, really pretty shrub. I've got one here which is probably more seasonal. As you can see, the foliage is starting to turn. This is a deciduous shrub, as are the others that I've just shown you. But this one, it's called a Calicarpa, and it does have very small flowers in the summer, but it's at this time of the year when these jewel-like berries appear on the stems. And soon all this foliage is going to fall off and disappear, and what you're going to be left with is these long stems smothered in purple berries. It's really pretty, and when it gets bigger and you've got a more generous bush, then you can start cutting these for the vase and bringing them indoors. If you like colourful foliage, then a Catinus is ideal. As you can see, this one's got really dark purple foliage throughout the summer, but in the autumn it turns scarlet, so really bright, suddenly turns really bright red. The other thing about these is that they are summer flowering again, and they've got these pretty big clusters which sort of almost look like fairy floss or candy floss, sort of really light and airy flower heads. If you want something evergreen, then a Photinia or an Elaeagnus. They're both great for specimens or hedging. This one in particular, with the silvery side to back of the leaves, looks very attractive. You can see it's a bit windy today and it's showing up really well. Makes a really good backdrop for other more showy plants. Whereas the Photinia, you'll probably recognise it, you will have seen it around. It produces these gorgeous dark red leaf tips. So the leaves emerge sort of almost scarlet, and then as they age they tone down a bit, gradually becoming greener until they are just plain green. But they can both be clipped quite tightly, so excellent for hedging. I've got a couple of viburnums here, two very different ones though. This one's Viburnum Burkwoodii, and it's mainly evergreen, although it can lose its leaves in harsh winters or when it's very young. But it produces very tiny little flower clusters in early spring, but they're really highly scented. So when this gets established and you walk past on an early spring morning, you just think, what? It's one of those ones that you sort of turn around going, where's that smell coming from? It's really beautiful. And this one, which is very different, same genus but very different in appearance, another viburnum. This one is opulus, and it produces these snowball-like, I think actually the common name is snowball bush or snowball plum, but big white, there might even be a picture, a snowball-like effect flowers, and that's just a little bit later flowering, but when it's laden with bloom, it's incredibly pretty. But as you can see, I mean, all these plants are pretty big, but look at this. This is Magnolia solangiana. Now, I'm 6 foot tall, and you know, so you can understand. So, I mean, these are just a few of the things that we've got, but they're definitely worth checking out if you're in a big rush and you just want to make a big impact, or if you're selling the house and you know you want to sort of dress it up. These are the things to go for. Oh, finally, I've got to tell you, I haven't mentioned, this is a euonymus. It's a cultivated form of our native spindle. It's one of the best shrubs for autumn colour. The leaves are only just starting to go, but you want to put this somewhere in the garden where you can see it from the house, because it is amazing when the flower colour comes, when the leaf colour turns. And even though the flowers are pretty tiny, you get these really, I don't know if you can see them, gorgeous little berries here, which hang on the plant long after all the leaves have fallen. So it's really pretty. So that's it. These are my highlights, but as I say, we got lots more.